Okay, we will try to summon copies. They will deny this, but we still get 2 copies. They use deny, they don't have that much else going on. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 4 is 24. Oh, baby, you're all that I want. When I'm lying here in my arms, I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. Spooters? No, Dawn Spiders? That's typically what I think here, but Dawn Spiders is kind of old. No one's playing it right now. No one. If it's Dawn Spiders, these are all good cards. This is not. This is okay. But this is great. This is great. This is great. A little slow. Not particularly good right now. But pretty good for getting extra life. Sorry, I'm rolling on my blanket. Yeah, I have a blanket. Deal with it. Okay. We calling strike that instead of their release because we can. Just saving face. I'm gonna give it +3/+3 and ephemeral. Okay. We couldn't have stopped it even if we waited, so it didn't make a difference. It's fine with me. It still kills this creature. Use the card. I mean, it's not ideal, I'll admit, but not the worst thing. You gotta play a 2/2 life stealer. If they don't play a unit, we get to attack. But they will probably play a unit. Let's be honest.
So we
didn't play anything. We could have Intimidating Roar next turn, but that's probably not worth. Okay. It gives us something to do with this Twin Disciplines. Dawn and Dusk is pretty good. Really unexciting to do this. We can't go, unfortunately we can't go +3 even though I want to, because if we do and they have another Vile Feast, if they do and they have another Vile Feast, then we just take a bunch of damage. This would still be blocked though. Okay, we'll do it. We won't play around a second Vile Feast. Nice. Okay, we're gonna pop Karma. Karma dies to not a whole lot, honestly.
We'll bring peace to Ionia, whatever the cost.
Ah, Karma turns into Inside of Ages. I actually forgot that. So if they don't attack right away, we get to Intimidating Roar them, which will be fantastic for the turn. Intimidating Roar being a slow is just disgustingly bad, though. But it does punish people that are going for extra damage. Ooh, Rush is really good for Karma. Keep her alive. Awesome. I would love to use exactly this. Thank you. Don't move. Go, get into that 10 mana before we know it. Seven, it'll be 8, 9, and then 10. So we're gonna want to play them next turn, or our next turn rather. So we play Kinko now, because Kinko heals us and then can block. Do we play this? I don't know. I don't know about that.
I go unseen.
We probably end up attacking Hecarim. We're calling Hecarim, but only when they don't have enough to replay it, which they do not now. So we will now recall Hecarim, because they need 6 mana to do it. So that gives us a card we could play. We're probably playing Rally in that deck, so we do have to keep in mind of that.
Today we turn the tide of war.
All right, they're just going wide. Honestly, I really wish we had our Soul Flare right now. It turned out to be fucking awesome. That's really good.
We will not hesitate.
They are just going to attack. How interesting.
We strike.
What do we block here? We block this.
Eyes open.
I think we block this.
By force of will.
No, we probably block this. This is slightly higher value most of the time. +1 attack, quick attack. No reason to play this. No reason to recall an ally. We could stun something. Which we will stun this. I think that's acceptable. We're really, like, we're not dying yet. Our whole goal is just to survive. Oh wait, quick attack doesn't help on defense. What am I fucking thinking? I'm a goddamn idiot. I thought for some reason I would just, you know, if we win this game, it's gonna be quite, I'm gonna feel like an idiot even if we win.
I knew, and now I am.
But now we gotta play Karma. And we are in trouble. It's because, like, this is the second game or third game in a row where I don't get to, oh, they do have rally. Okay, we're not wrong. Yeah, we're probably fucking toast then. I don't think we could beat rally. And we do have 4 HP here. This brings us down to -1, but we can block here and here. Go down to only 9, but that's not what we want.
I sense fear. Find enlightenment.
Do we recall this? And we go down to 9, 8, 7 instead? I guess. Because we could play both of these next turn and their next attack, they're both 6/6s, and if we block on this side, then we're feeling a lot better. If they have another rally, though, we're just dead. Okay. We're still dead to rallies. But we have some semblance of hope here. That helps. 3, 6, 9. The fact that you can't stun preemptively like a Hecarim is so bad. This card sucks versus Hecarim. So we know they have more rallies in their deck, but they probably don't have very many more.
I knew, and now I am.
Okay. We got 2 6/6 boys and a deny. We have to block left to right just so we don't die from like a buff. Because +3/+3 kills us if we don't block Hecarim. We block here. Currently at -3. We block here. Currently at 7. We will throw this back to the trash. And we will accept. Brings us up to 10. What do you got?
Fight with the might of our people.
That would still bring us down to 7. We don't really care about that. I get to kill their Hecarim. And this dies. Okay, so they're gonna probably play a Rekindler here. We're at exactly 10, that's so bad. But this gives us more damage, I think. So now they have to choose probably if they want to kill Karma or kill one of these, I think.
Where there is life, there is hope.
But they got Black Spear, but that doesn't kill this. Black Spear Rally, I don't think that's still good enough.
There's nothing to fear.
That ain't nothing. We don't care. We pass. We still have to draw something pretty good. Damn, that really sucks. But we can at least stop it. Double deny.
Reconsider.
If I can get overwhelmed, I could just win, I think. Let's see what we got. I don't know what we actually, that's pretty good. I think we have to play this first, though. I want to make...
They cannot strike what they cannot.
Because this gets through and heals us. Now, what do we Dawn and Dusk anything, or we just get plus? Because if we do this on Karma, we only get 2 more Karma, so half of it goes to waste. We actually can't do it both anyway. So I think we just cast this. I think we attack them. We're holding this for something good. If they attack, we could block with all these, die, get a bunch of karmas. I mean, that's literally not good at all.
We could use a
We don't care about Elise.
I will learn from you.
Kill high priority stuff. Everything has more than 2 attacks, so nothing lives, no matter what we do. Brings us up to 14. I'm okay with this. So they're probably going to play a Rasa here. Another Rasa kills both my things, but the issue is, if I play this, I don't know what Rasa kills regardless. It probably doesn't kill my actual karma, but we have to. So, we okay. So he's still looking for the Rasa. He did not get it.
Smooth.
And we just have lethal?
Silk.
We just have lethal? I think we just have lethal? Rage Blade, did you do it? Life Blade? Rage Life?
Strike for the balance. The advantage is mine.
4-8. Right? Yeah. 20. We do it again. We can't be stopped. The best game I had all night, and I forgot to hit record. Damn. I can't believe it. Best game I had. Did not hit record. It's okay. We will play this. This is pretty good against aggro decks. Dawn and Dusk is not good against aggro decks, but it is required for us to win the game. Most of the time. Calling Strike is exactly what we want to see. They're going to play a 1-mana 2/1, and then we're going to do nothing. And then we're going to Calling Strike it unless they play Elise. We'll see how greedy they are. We'll play Elise first.
In the shadows.
We will then Calling Strike the Elise and take 2 damage. And then we've got a turn 3 blocker, which we could wait to put. Sometimes gets in for 3 damage. We're going up to 4 mana next turn, but we're just going to use Tempting Steel Tempest, I'm sure. At this point, I'm not exactly as sure what they're going to play. I mean, yeah, I don't care. I don't even care about the stun. The stun is good if they play a card, because it's like literally their 1-mana Guile. I will absolutely attack into that 2/2. Because you will not. This could be worth it. I should probably block the Fearsome. Fearsome's harder to block for my deck in general. Like, the only thing that could block it is...
It's killing time!
Get your
Oh,
blood
whoa, whoa,
brothers
whoa.
ready. It's Sharaza!
Guess I block these two.
Dark beckons.
Hey, hell yeah. Every round that I can get through that they could attack that they chose not to, that's a... Getting closer to winning there, friend. This draws me 2 cards also when I play it on this, but I don't really need 2 cards. I still don't feel like I'm in that bad of a spot. I'm not too worried right now. I'll just play the Karma. They removed the Karma with, I actually don't think they have a removal for it right now. They would need to play, like, Atrocity. Almost like, I'm trying to think of what cards could remove Karma right now. I think it's almost exactly Atrocity in those colors. Because Vile Feast does not do it. And Vile Feast is not bad, though.
Falls.
Oh, Guillotine. Alright, well, it did take 5 mana, and we have a backup Karma, so that's the reason why we played it. But even then, they did not get value out of that. At least not much. If we kill one of their things, then we do not, we block this, we block this.
It's too late for you.
We want to kill all their stuff while keeping our stuff alive. We can't stop a burst spell. Damn. I guess we have to stun that then. Not ideal, but that was a lot of damage out of fucking nowhere, so that's probably the most their game plan. Get to keep our 3/2, which is another reason why it's just worse than Frostbite. I do want to play this. We might play a Dawn for Dusk.
So we may end it.
Make 2 extra 2/2s and just swing in just to gain us some life. We don't know, but I think it's worth it just getting it on the field now. It's pretty good. I do think we play Karma. I don't think they have another answer for it. And if they do the same thing as last time, we do get a health potion in response.
The crowd's ready. Let's reckon!
This blocks the 2/2. This blocks the 1/1. Karma's probably going to die from that, though. Yeah, we'll see what we get. I was thinking about attacking, trying to heal too. Not sure how important it is. This is fucking terrible. This is like the worst spell Karma can give you, basically. Ooh. Lifeblade is like, a lot of times just an easy win, though. Especially if you could just create, you know, multiple of them. Oh, wow. I will absolutely play another card. Thank you. You know that I win the long game. They must be looking for another way to make this nuts. What is this? Steal enemy follower this round. Okay. I mean, I will deny that, honestly. I don't want them to, I don't know what kind of shit they're doing, but...
No.
No, when you deny it, she says no. That's actually super dope. Alright, we're looking pretty good. Interesting, okay. We will block. We will block.
I will learn from you.
We will block. Now we got to keep Kinko alive because we have nothing else to do next turn. We're not like taking that much. We're at 10. We don't have a way to stop this time. Do you have another? Okay, we just said okay. That does not matter to us. Pass. Okay. Okay. We're totally fine now. I think we're in a totally good spot. I don't see how we're gonna lose this one. They said, yeah, Steel Tempest. Thank you, Karma. You totally kicked ass there. We could play that, but playing that is not as good as just playing this. What do they have that deals 2 damage in 1 card? I don't think they have anything. I think this is totally safe. Just to give us, like, it's because we don't have that much to do. That's a cool card I don't get to see that much.
The advantage is mine.
How much can they possibly do here? We can, if they attack, we get a heal for 6 next turn, and we're actually gonna play this guy too, and he'll be a 6/6. So we'll be able to heal for 12 just from blocking. They've only got 1 card left. We're enlightened as fuck. I think this is a good game.
Head, steady hand, unwavering heart.
Steel Tempest obviously puts us above and beyond also. Even this, Death Lotus, kills their entire board.
Heart and mind as one.
We got this. There's no, I can't think of a way that they get out of this. 5. I guess this does do a lot of damage, but we have answers. Good game, opponent. Good game. We will absolutely block here.
Find enlightenment.
We will absolutely block here.
Eyes open.
And what is this? Taking 13? Or we're going up to 13, rather? Yeah. Do it to it. I'm not even going to use any of my spells because we can just win this turn. They don't have any good answers. You make this, even if they make this really, really big, we stun it and we win. So brings us down to 11. They don't want to. They don't want to heal me. Okay, now we're going down to 9. All right. Well, let's see what they got. If it's really good, and in response to anything they do, we can also heal for 9. So, or 6. 6, yeah. So here we go. The Wombo combo. We survived until turn 10, which means we get to kill them dead. Come on, Karma, let us go. We're gonna kill all these fools. Back up. I'm so salty about the one game I forgot to record, but you know what? You win some and you win some. I'm not even joking. The win rate for this deck so far is like 75% at least. It feels good. Let it go off, man. What a dude, bro. Damn. What a perfect. It's fine. Still feels good. You can't harsh my mellow. Oh, Karma Lux versus Karma. Their deck is way better than ours. I mean, Karma just generates a bunch of cards. Not a bad turn 5. And we need to find one eventually anyway. One of our better cards. Yeah, this would have been so nice last game. We would have totally had won if we had had this. I guess it's slow, maybe not. But being able to play Karma and that would have totally kept us alive. Interesting. Okay, and random. We're both playing super slow decks.
The dark beckons.
What you got?
The
Who would have
order
thought?
rewards its faithful. I will play my part. It's too late for you.
It's too late. Do they have a card that can kill it? Yeah, they do. Cool. Well, we're in trouble. We're gonna have to recall that. And then they get to draw another card off it. We'll probably just stun it first, though.
They
No,
cannot hide.
we will not. Are they gonna deny it? Because I couldn't deny their deny. That would be like, yeah, I'd be in some serious trouble. No need to play this yet. So let's just play this. It's gonna die, but there's a chance that it doesn't. No, we can't play Karma.
We'll bring peace to Ionia.
All right, we'll play Karma.
Whatever the cost.
Give us cards. Who gets the better one? Sown Seeds. Man, that is fucking trash. There's no way they got a card worse than that one. At least for, you know, our deck. Oh my god, we got the combo. That's not true. But we're getting there. So stay alive. We'll probably play this just to get rid of it. Yeah, I'll bounce it. If you deny, I could deny your deny. Hold up. I forgot it's Mother's Day. We'll play this. Why? Because we're not going to use our mana on anything else.
Ionia.
And we need to start emptying cards. This does not work against a lot of stuff right now. Why did they get theirs first? Oh, that's pretty good. That keeps their karma alive. Oh, they just burned a Lux. It's pretty dope. All right, we will play. Look at. We're just gonna die in an OTK, so we need to play some shit because we actually need to draw cards.
Steady hand, unwavering heart.
Hold up. I forgot it's Mother's Day. We need our shadow card. We need to start getting rid of some spells. So we're gonna start just blowing up their shit. Things like Culling Strike should help with that. Should probably just have used it right there. I feel like this black sweater makes my whole beard just look like dark and it fades into one color. What you got? Give an ally elusive this round. Okay. That's cool. They're just trying to get rid of cards as well. That's fine. Because they got a bunch of cards in their hands, so do we. Would I deny their deny? No. Okay. I just don't care. That's fine. Who gets to use 10 mana first? Me or them? It's going to 7, 8, 9, 10. I should get 10 mana first, so I should be able to win. If I could draw the card I need. Karma creating spells here is actually straight up a negative.
My path is clear.
An open heart teaches more than open eyes.
Okay, we'll just give you barrier this turn. Use that mana. Hold up. I forgot it's Mother's Day. But they're gonna...
By force of will.
Sure. So they're gonna try to kill our karma. Barrier in, okay. We can still save our karma even if they have something else here. That becomes hard to play because if they play it, they draw another card and their hands are good. Oh, I guess never. Sorry, that didn't bounce it back. We'll keep our mana. All right, next turn we both get enlightened. Oh, I was off. Right, because I'm going up to 9. Yeah, they get to go first, so they could just straight up win. I have no idea how I could win this right now. I mean, I need to draw my 3 of my shadow thing.
Be at peace.
Oh my god. I don't. If we just don't draw it, we just don't win. I mean, we're 15 cards deep if it's a 3 of. So not having it yet is kind of crazy.
Cool head, steady hand, unwavering heart.
Okay, well, let's just let them go to turn 10 and they're gonna Lux us. Maybe they Lux us this turn? No, because then they play Lux. And then their first card they play next turn is no, because they have, look at their board space. They don't have a lot of room to make karmas.
They cannot strike what they
Maybe they're not trying to make karmas at this point. We got double level karma. Oh my god. She did it.
The answer lies within.
Oh baby. Can we do it? Can we do it? Karma generated our win condition. Out of any random spell, she created the one that we needed on the turn we needed it. We would have drawn it anyway, never mind. That's 2, 4, okay. We need 6, 7, 8, we need 11. We only have 1 mana, so we allow this to happen. Still only 8. Okay, we will try to summon copies. They will deny this, but we still get 2 copies. Okay. They use deny, they don't have that much else going on. One, two, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 4 is 24. Come on. Come on. Come on. They don't have any denies. Oh, baby, you're all that I want. When I'm lying here in my arms, I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. Let's go! So today's deck, I finally got a chance to mess around with Karma. And I know there's a lot of like Karma Luxes going on, and even like Karma Teemos, I feel like, just, you know, people using it in all kinds of different Piltover decks or the Lux decks for the OTK. I went with a different OTK, and I would argue a significantly worse OTK. But it still works, and it's only 3 cards. And you only need 1 champion in the deck, and that's Karma. I mean, you want 3 of them probably, because it's just a good card. But you don't need as many champions. You don't need to double it up with the Lux, so it's more of a budget-friendly OTK deck, but also it comes with probably a win rate decrease. But basically, our deck is entirely built around Karma. If you're unfamiliar with this card, it's a 5 mana 4/3. At the end of round, create a random spell in your hand, which is, I would say, 20% of the time terrible, 50% of the time pretty good. What's the rest? And 30% of the time, like, holy shit, that was perfect. A surprisingly large amount of the time, it's like the perfect card that is so good. There is a fair amount of time, it's just like, you get sown, what's it called? I don't even know what it's called. Sown seeds, and it's just like, it's a dead card. But outside of that, so it's Karma. When Karma levels up when you hit 10 mana, natural mana. It doesn't include spell mana. Then, whenever you cast a spell, you cast the spell again on the same targets. So that's the first thing. Karma doubles your spells on the same targets, meaning things that deal damage removal will hit twice, making it not as good. Things that target single target things tend to not be as good for the most part. There are some cards, however, that are ridiculously good that are not a coincidence that are in the same region. Karma pairs very well with Dawn and Dusk. Summon 2 exact copies of an ally, but they are ephemeral. So you cast this on a Enlightened Karma, you don't get 3 Karmas, you don't get Karma and 2 additional ones, you get Karma and 4 additional Karmas. So you end up with 5 Karmas, and each of those Karmas cast the next spell you cast, or cast every spell you cast an additional time. So when you have 1 Karma out, you get the spell cast twice. When you have 5 Karmas out, you get the spell cast 6 times. And I did a little math, and I found out that Decimate deals 4 damage to the enemy Nexus, and 4 times 6 equals 24. So this is an overkill of 4 damage. And this is 6 mana, and this is 5 mana, which means if you play Karma on 9, and you leave if you leave at least 1 mana left over on turn 9, on turn 10 you have 11 mana, and you can cast Dawn and Dusk into Decimate for an instant 24 damage that there's almost no way out of, because it all goes on the stack at the same time. So if they try to heal their Nexus, they can't heal their Nexus in between procs. If they try to deny, if they only can deny 1, it's still doing 20 damage. So deny doesn't help them, healing doesn't help them. It's almost always an OTK at that moment. Now, The trick is living to turn 10 or 11. Living to turn 10, ideally, if everything goes perfect, is not easy in this combination. And the reason why Lux is pretty good, I think, is because there's a lot more flexibility in things like detain and good answers and removal here. You can look here. We're playing much more Ionia because it just got much more stuff in general. But we do get to play a few cool things here. But Noxus is not exactly known for their removal. They've got some of the weak removal, but we do get some toys. But like, in order to stay alive, we are reaching pretty deep. We're reaching to like Guile. 1 mana, stun an enemy. Very weak card. It's not that the effect is weak for the mana cost, it's that the slow speed means you can't use it when you want. When you need to stun something because they're attacking all out and it might kill you, this card does nothing. This card helps you get in for more damage, which is not helpful in this deck, but there are times early on, even in the mid game, they want to drop their big boy and then attack with you because they didn't play it last turn, and this lets you stun that big boy to punish them basically for 1 mana, and then you don't take that much damage. And this deck is all about just surviving until turn 10 or turn 11 when you can kill them. Kind of in the same vein, and a much better card, we have the Arachnid Sentry. This card is the exact same thing, the 1 mana stun an enemy, but you get a 3/2 body on it for 3. So even if this card's stun is useless, you still get the body on it, which is really important. Outside of that, yeah, we're just playing things that help keep us alive. Health potions, when Karma is enlightened, are very good. It's 1 mana, it's pretty easy to sneak in, and it heals you for 6. You know, at burst speed, it can help keep some things alive, but usually this is just going to the Nexus to keep you alive a bit longer. You either die on turn 5 or you OTK them on turn, actually, when every game I died, I think it was like 8 or 9, like 1 turn before I was able to go off. Culling Strike, particularly brutal against the Spider aggro, because it hits basically everything in the deck, including Elise. It's particularly brutal against decks that are trying to buff a Braum. The only time this doesn't hit a Braum is if they Omen Hawk it, and then when they play it, they can play the card in response to this. That gives, if you have exactly 1 ally, give it +3/+3. That keeps Braum alive, but outside of that exact, bringing it up to 4 attack, Braum will die all the time, so it's good against that card. Overall, just a great early piece of removal. Kind of sucks in the late game when you get it. Doesn't synergize with Karma at all, but this is the kind of removal you need to stay alive because it kills Zeds, it kills Elises, it kills Braums, and those can get out of hand. This card, Emerald Awakener, it doesn't look that impressive as a 3 mana 2/2 lifesteal, and I won't lie, it dies to everything, but it can't block Fearsome, which is huge in a lot of matchups. But the fact that it does have 2 attack, it means it could trade for a decent amount of things, and it lifesteals you for 2, you know, which is good. It just helps keep you alive. It's a 3-drop that helps keep you alive against some decks. But when you become Enlightened, holy crap, this thing is a monster. A 6/6 lifestealer for 3 is just absolutely unbelievable. And I've won games off this card alone. Just like, and I would play this, and then I didn't have a Karma or something, so I'd have to create 2 copies of this instead of Karma, and then suddenly I swing for 18 damage, and I heal from 2 to 18, or, you know, I heal up to full life, I do tons of damage, kill their board. Insane. This card is insane when you're Enlightened. Before you're Enlightened, it's mostly just a stall card, but it could sometimes trade. That means it can kill one of their things, and it could give you a little bit of life. So it's a decent card at 3, insane card in the late game if you're still stalling for your combo. Shadow Assassin, this is mostly here to block elusives, but it also draws you a card. It blocks most important elusives. It blocks the Teemos, it blocks the you know, other Shadow Assassins people are running. There's like a 4/3 that it doesn't block, but almost every other elusive of note it will block. The Kinko Lifeblade it blocks, so just a good defensive card. Also, a little bit of value. Steel Tempest, you know what it does, keeps us alive. Twin Disciples, this card is probably could be removed. I only have 1 of it, and every time I've drawn it, it hasn't been that good. It sometimes keeps Karma alive, sometimes, but not even that frequently. And I've used it more than anything to give my Emerald Awakener +3/+0 to give me 3 more life. And at that point, it's just like not that good. It's like okay, but you want to be doing other things with 3 mana. But you know, we're kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel with this color combination for good removal pieces and stall pieces. Deny, it's just really good. It blocks skills, which is what we do a lot. A lot of times you could block Rasa's skill if they're trying to, like, if you have a Karma out, you're setting up and they play a Rasa and they're gonna kill your board. Deny is a lot of times the thing that keeps it alive. Really good. Kinko Lifeblade, they nerfed this card. It's now a 4 mana 2/2 lifesteal elusive. Holy crap, this card's nuts. it still just wins you games. It blocks everything, and it doesn't block Fearsome, but you're not usually worried about Fearsome at this stage in the game when it's coming down. You're worried about it more early. It just steals you life. If you can find a way to buff it, like if you get the twin, like a good combo actually is Twin Disciples. If you give this +3/+0, then you create 2 copies of this. I did have one game where this was like a 4/4. I ended up buffing it with something, I don't remember what, but then I created 2 copies of it, and then I just had like 12 damage of life-stealing elusiveness, and I just killed him with that. It was this card is just very good. Sometimes it can feel bad when you spend a 4 mana on a 2/2. And the only advantage this has over Emerald Awakener is that it's elusive, but do not underestimate elusive. I mean, I'm sure most people don't, but elusive is very powerful defensively as well as offensively, because this can block other elusives, which can otherwise be hard for us to answer because we have very small amounts of removal. Will of Ionia, this card's just fantastic. You usually are waiting to get extra value of it when people start using their really, really overpowered, insanely strong combat tricks to give this +3/+3 and overwhelm, and this +3 and this then you just boom, bounce it back to the hand after they're done casting all their spells. So they just wasted a bunch of cards, they get no value out of it, and then when they replay the card, it doesn't have any of the buffs. Otherwise, it just helps keep us alive. Intimidating Roar, this is mostly in here to punish extra greedy players, which has gone off once, but it's definitely a one of. It's probably in the same spot as Twin Disciples. It's probably a little weak, but we are running it, and you know what it does, right? Stun all enemies with 4 power, with 4 or less power. If it's like you're going into turn 3, you haven't had any early drops, and so you have the spell mana, and then they'll play something like, I don't know, they'll even play like a Jinx. You could play this and stun their whole board. It just keeps you, this could sometimes heal you for like 10 life, essentially, right? By making them miss their attack. So it's good, but it's being slow makes it incredibly brutal. But also we are playing that because we are playing a 2 of the Legion General. And this card this is not a Yasuo deck by any means, obviously, there's no Yasuo. Which Yasuo could go in the deck, but I think Yasuo kind of fucking sucks, so probably not worth it. Even as a 4 mana 4/3 fast attack, quick attack, we're not attacking very much. We don't care about dealing damage to their Nexus for the most part, unless it makes sense. But this is still a 5 mana 4/4 fearsome, and when I'm summoned, grant me +1/+1 for each unit you've stunned or recalled this game. Because we're already playing Will of Ionias, we're already playing the Arachnid Sentries, we're already playing a couple Guiles, we're already playing 3 Steel Tempest. This thing can frequently just be a 5 mana like 8/8, 5 mana 7/7, which is a fantastic blocker. And if you notice the wording on this card, I didn't actually get a chance to test this, but based off the wording of these 2 cards, this is how I assume it works. It's a 5 mana, let's say it comes down as a 5 mana 7/7 because you've stunned 3 things or recalled 3 things. When I'm summoned, grant me +1/+1 for each unit you've stunned or recalled this game. That means if you Dawn of Dusk, you summon 2 exact copies of an ally. So the 2 exact copies would come down as 7/7s, and then when they're summoned, they would both get +3/+3 as well. So the second ones that you summon get twice the bonus of the Dawn and Dusk. So 7/7s become 2 additional 10/10s, which is obviously insane if you're going to swing in for it. The Fearsome is not really that relevant. If it had Overwhelm, it would be insanely broken. And when you have Karma, sometimes you just get that Overwhelm card. But I honestly was thinking about running a +3. That card is Overwhelm. Let's look at Overwhelm. This card right here, I think we're actually going to run it. We're going to run it over Intimidating Roar. We're going to run it over Twin Disciples. I actually like Intimidating Roar a bit more. Just having one of them in here, there's a lot of times where you could play this at burst speed, and then you can use Dawn and Dusk, and suddenly you just got 9 extra Overwhelm damage at minimum on this. Especially when you have it on things that have lifesteal, can bring you back. Especially when you have things that have additional effects, like when you summon 2 additional of these, you get to draw 2 additional cards off your 6 mana cards. So this not only creates 2 more 2/2 elusive blockers, but draws you 2 cards. This card not only, it creates like, you know, 10/10s. If you give them Overwhelm Fearsome is nuts. When you create it with Karma, and even then, you still create extra spells. Kinku Lifeblade, just obviously extra life. So Legion General is what the card I was supposed to be talking about. It's not amazing. I have it as a 2 of because we're already running so many support cards for it that it is just a good card, honestly. It's just a powerful, overstated blocker. It's a good attacker. Sometimes you'll just attack to get in for damage anyway, just so hopefully they'll block something, so maybe this can trade with things a little bit faster. Because they don't want to take 7 damage, they might block with even like a 1/1, And when they block with that 1/1, that 1/1 can't attack you now, and this could block something else, so it got to kill 2 things in one of their attacks. And this is all about stalling. We just care about getting to the late game with Karma. But really, the most powerful card in the deck is probably Dawn and Dusk. This card is absolutely disgusting with Karma. Really, the theme of this deck is, what is Dawn of Dusk good with that we can still run Noxus? And basically, yeah, that's what we're doing. It doesn't synergize with Sentry, unfortunately, but we don't really want to use it on that anyway. I'm starting to ramble on a bit too long, but guys, I hope you tried the deck. I actually was surprised at how powerful it was. Comparatively to the Von Yip stuff I've been playing and just stuff in general, this deck actually had no trouble winning, because if they're not able to kill you in 1 turn at the late game, like, it's pretty easy to just OTK them. Even if they have, like I said before, even if they have Deny. Even if they have Heal, even if they have counterplay to what you're trying to do, if they can't like kill Karma at instant speed before you before you have a bunch of Karmas, it's just over. So yeah, guys, I recommend you check it out. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you liked the clips. Leave any comments, questions, concerns in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.